Nice to have you with us tonight. First, remember when Tesla defined coolness? Seriously. Back in the day, the stock went up like a rocket ship. The cars took a year to get. You had to pay full price. They kept raising prices and demand seemed to keep going up. Elon Musk led it all. That was then. This is now. Tesla bust. Elon Musk went from the richest, smartest, coolest guy in the world to a Twitter-obsessed troll. He lost $182 billion of his own money. That is a Guinness Book of World Records record for net worth decline. It is perhaps hard to think about how much money that is, but think about this. If he lit a $100 bill on fire every second of every hour of every day for 50 years, he would not come close to burning through $182 billion. Take, for example, used car lots. Literally over the weekend, the values of used Teslas crashed by almost a third. Demand disappeared. Tesla's stock crashed since its November 2021 high and cost everybody with a 401k or pension fund big money. The company just cut prices of their cars, taking 20% off some of their models, everything from the Model 3, their smallest, to the Model S. And there's still no guarantee that customers will come back to Tesla. Simply put, Tesla isn't cool anymore. Owning one used to say everything about you. I'm hip, edgy, rich, environmentally conscious, but still cool. Now it just says you bought an electric car that lost about 25% of its value in a week. It is hard to imagine how Elon's Twitter purchase helped things. In fact, since he took over the bird, Tesla has lost more than $300 billion in market cap. Now Tesla owners find themselves driving a decidedly uncool car. Tom Maoli's here, owner of half a dozen car dealerships in New Jersey, friend of the show as well. Tom, it's nice to see you as always. Thanks. Is this just about Tesla and Elon, or is there something bigger going on here?
Leland, how you doing? It's good to see you. Listen, there's something bigger going on here. The market's hitting a brick wall. The consumers are not adapting to the EV change. Tesla was a fad. I've been calling for an EV crash now for over a year. And, there's other people coming into the marketplace, and the Apple is only so big. You have BMW, Mercedes, Honda, Toyota, all these car companies coming out with electric cars, and the Apple is only so big. And, there's only a certain amount of demand of people that want these electric cars. We're seeing in the showrooms, we're hitting a brick wall. We can't sell these cars. And over and above it, the infrastructure is not there. I've been calling for this for a while. Tesla's in trouble. I mean, look at their stock price.
Yeah, no, they're definitely in trouble. There's a lot of people, though, who really don't feel bad for any Tesla owners. And certainly don't feel bad for Elon Musk, myself included. Why should the rest of us care other than to sort of be a little gleeful about this?
Well, listen, it's not about caring. It's really what the bigger concern is that the government is having companies spend trillions of dollars. They're spending trillions of dollars to try and convert this economy to an electric vehicle economy, and the consumers are not buying into it. The infrastructure's not there. We're at least 10 years out, and now you have other and manufacturers who had to gear up for this because the government was demanding it. They were demanding this 2035, no more gas vehicles, and it's falling on its face as we speak. And Tesla is, while they were the leader in the industry, they're the ones that they're going to take it the hardest because, they're the ones that have the most inventory out in the marketplace. Their used cars are crashing right now, and they can't lease their used cars, which is 60% of the marketplace, because no one knows what the residual value is. No one knows.
How much of the demand crash in Teslas is what you're talking about, which is just we've reached the number of people who want an electric car versus people who have sort of realized that the bloom's off the rose when it comes to Elon Musk, and driving around a Tesla just isn't as cool as it used to be, especially when Elon is no longer throwing bricks at windows of his cars and having fun and instead telling us all how to think on Twitter.
Well, listen, I think there's a little bit of that. I think it's probably 10%. And, listen, the millennials and the Gen Zs, they love walking around with iPhones and the hottest.
Oh, come on. You have an iPhone too, Tom. We've texted.
But I have to tell you, I think it's 90% the market's hitting a brick wall here. I think it's a big slowdown, and the demand is just not there. It's the supply is building up and the demand is just not there.
Yeah, well, the rules of economics cannot be repealed, no matter what the folks on Wall Street would say. I want to get you on this real quickly.
Sure.
There is this idea of these $7,500 tax credits now. They're out available.
Yes.
We're watching one of Elon's studs of a F-150
Yes.
versus the Tesla Cybertruck. But so many of the cars that they're offering these EV credits for aren't electric vehicles. There's one that has a 21-mile range. It's a Jeep Wrangler. Nobody thinks of that as really all that environmentally friendly, and yet you get $7,500 from the environment. What happens when suddenly there's more and more people buying electric cars because of the tax credits?
Well, listen, these tax credits are not easy to get. You have to file paperwork, you have to wait for them, and the consumer still has to lay out the money. It's not like you just get it at the dealership level. They're not offering at the dealership level. You have to file paperwork with the government and wait for your money back, and it's just not working.
Yeah, well, not only that, it's not working, but no matter how much money you pour into something, you cannot repeal the laws of economics, which is what's at work. And you're right, Tom. You have been calling for this for about a year. I remember talking to you when no one could buy cars and every dealer had empty lots and everybody was charging more. You said the crash is coming. Here we are.
Listen, I own a Mercedes-Benz dealership and and a BMW dealership, and they're taking electric cars back because we can't sell them.
Wow. That says absolutely everything. All right, Tom, thank you very much.
Good to see you.
You too.